Welcome to our bonus content from the documentary series Innocence Lost. I'd like to start this off by saying that I am truly grateful to be able to provide you with this content and hopefully answer some of the questions that you might have about the Jennifer Ertman and Elizabeth Pena case. As you no doubt know, Jennifer Ertman and Elizabeth Pena were two teenage girls that grew up in Houston, Texas, back during the early 1990s. They were tragically murdered on the evening of June 24th, 1993, while attempting to walk through a public park. Sadly, the lives of the girls could have been saved had they gotten a ride back home from their parents. In this video series, we'll be taking a look at the backstories of both girls, the options that they had available to them, and the reason why I believe this crime was allowed to take place. This video will cover the girls' pathway through Jester Park, the location where I believe they were attacked, and also some very important information that could explain their decision for going through the park. Please strap yourself in as we get ready to dive into the bonus content of Innocence Lost. On the evening of June 24th, 1993, Jennifer Ertman and Elizabeth Pena would attempt to walk through a public park in Houston, Texas. Their reason for doing so was to make Elizabeth's 11:30 p.m. curfew. This is the official explanation that was given as to why they went through the park. However, I'm here today to tell you that I believe the official narrative is completely false. While it's true that the shortcut that they took through the back of the Clearbrook apartment complex probably is faster than taking their normal path back up Jester Boulevard, the truth is that you can actually take this shortcut without going through the park or even up to the railroad tracks. The shortcut that the girls took involved walking to the back of an apartment complex, pulling back a loose part of the fence, and then sliding through. Once they were on the other side, they actually had three ways of getting back to Jester Boulevard, a street which they would ultimately have to cross in order to get back home. Their first option is by far the simplest, and that is to walk directly east, roughly 600 yards, to Jester Boulevard. The second option is to walk up to the railroad tracks, cross the bridge, and then follow it out to Jester Boulevard. The girls' third option is to walk up to the railroad tracks, cross the bridge, then immediately descend down a hill and follow it north until they reach a blind hill which they must ascend. They'll then need to walk through a stretch of flattened land before they can finally exit the park. Now that we understand the three paths that the girls had available to them, I'd like to point out that the distance between the three exit points is exactly the same. In fact, it could be argued that paths 2 and 3 are significantly slower than path 1 due to the difficult terrain and the fact that the girls would have had to travel west, a direction that would take them away from their destination. If time was truly the reason for going this way, then why choose the slowest and most difficult path?